decide on this one. Are you going to go with the overdogs being the Georgia Bulldogs, or are you going to go with the Ohio State Buckeyes?
I think I'm gonna go with the overdogs in Georgia, man. I'm curious to see how they're gonna face against the run game. Because if you looked at Ohio State when they played Michigan, Michigan they kind of ran a little bit all over them, and so with Georgia being so heavy up front in that front seven, where the dogs at, where all the collision and stuff happens. I'm curious to see. I'm hoping going into halftime, it's no more than a 3-score game. I'm honestly hoping it's no more than a 3-score game
because he knows.
I'm really
football.
hoping.
I'm
hoping.
I told y'all the takes were gonna be high.
This isn't a USC fan talking. This is a real person. Like I'm just.
There's a reason. There's a reason why Manny's our first guest.
There's a reason why
5 guys on their defense going in the first round. That's all I'm saying. Like this Georgia team is not nothing to be played with. This is a real team. Like they have guys everywhere. When I say D-line, linebackers, cornerbacks, even on the now we all know Stetson Bennett. He's not really a guy that's going to wow you, but he's a national champion. And then they got guys at the running back position, guys at the wide receiver position, and tight end. Got 5 stars everywhere. That's all I'm saying. So 3 scores by halftime minimum from the football insider himself. I'm just saying, man.
No, more 3 points. 3 points. No more than a field goal. They need to keep it close. Keep it close.
I mean, we have Manny on here for a reason. Not only is he one of our most loyal listeners, but also he's very knowledgeable when it comes to football. So, Manny, I really respect your opinion. But as an Ohio State fan, it hurts my heart to hear you say it. Kevin, I want to get your reaction about the thoughts from your day one.
Manny's a defensive player, so when football's on, that's all he look at. He don't care about the touchdowns. He care about the blitzes and the covering the flats and all that other good shit.
Seven.
I can't lie. Jordan Davis was a Georgia Bulldog. So I mean, the proof's in the pudding. The Kobe Dean, and they do it at the next level. Like Manny said, it's a factory over there. You can arguably say they're coming up on a Bama dynasty if they can able to do it back to back. But Ohio State's gonna put an end to all that shit. So Manny's just talking at this point. I think we're gonna go in there and get it done.
Smith and Jigba playing?
Okay.
No, you know that answer. Why are you gonna?
Is he
playing one game?
I don't think so.
Toddy just wants to sprinkle some salt in the wound because
he's still a top 10 pick. I mean, he ain't got to play.
Well, I respect the decision.
I mean, he ain't playing. So
okay, so let's just get some official
before we move on. Saturday.
I'm not playing on Saturday.
The Cotton Bowl is not on Saturday. Anyways, before we move on to the other game in this college football playoff semifinals, I just want to get some official picks. I mean, obviously, we already heard the initial takes, so we already know where everyone is pretty much leaning. But let's just go around real quick. So let's start with you, Jaevon, and then we'll go to Manny, Kevin, and myself. What's your pick for this game?
Dogs, baby. I got the Dogs by 2 touchdowns.
Okay, 2 touchdowns. That's the official pick. Manny, you were talking about Ohio State wants to make sure they're not going down big going into halftime. So what was the final score for your Dogs pick?
I'm going to say Bulldogs. I'm going to go 31-17.
Kick him, Shaun.
Oh. All right, so
2 touchdowns.
Javon and Manny are both favoring the Dogs by 2 touchdowns. Kevin, I will not kick Manny, but I want to get your pick.
All right, man. So I'm going to paint y'all this picture.
Please.
Stetson Bennett's going to go down, tie the game up 24-24. Wow. CJ Stroud is going to go down the field, lead us to a field goal, Ohio State 27-24, and we're going to wave them off.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna
last year.
I think I'm gonna go very similar. I'm gonna go Ohio State 34-30, and the only thing that is giving me hope in this game, because yes, Jaevon, I am scared going into this game. Georgia is disgusting.
You're not nervous?
My only hope going into this game is what happened in 2014 when Ohio State, the last time they were the 4 seed, because I didn't have any hope going into that game against Alabama. And then Ezekiel Elliott ran all over them. And then Ohio State advanced. They ended up beating Marcus Mariota as well. That's not the same team. That's not the same team, but it gives me hope.
Mike Thomas was on that team. Who else?
Yeah. And as you reminded us,
Cardell?
Jackson Smith,
Cardell?
it was Cardell. It was Cardell. Yeah.
Cardell was the man. And then I forgot.
Cardell doesn't play school. He plays football.
No, who's your quarterback before that got hurt?
It was
JT
JT, and then before that, it was Braxton Miller.
Braxton,
So.
it was Braxton, JT, and then Cardell.